Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining today's reading. Today we are going to continue the part 2 of Srila Rupa Goswami's book, Sri Radha-Krishna-ganoddesa-dipika. Before starting the reading, I just want to give a brief introduction of this book. Sri Radha-Krishna-ganoddesa-dipika, which means a lamp to illuminate the associates of Radha and Krishna. So it's presented here. The one that we are reading is actually an English translation of a Sanskrit text by Srila Rupa Goswami, written in 1550 CE, that serves as a detailed reference manual cataloging the names, appearances, qualities, and divine hierarchies of Radha Krishna, and their confidential associates in Vrindavan. This book is recommended for study alongside Rupa Goswami's other masterpieces like Bhakti-Rasamrta-Sindhu and Ujjvala-Nilamani to properly understand divine love and devotional meditation. The text is divided into two primary parts, providing an organized taxonomy of the spiritual kingdom. First part describes Krishna and his associates with details about Krishna's family, such as Nanda and Yasoda in vatsalya-rasa, his friends such as Sridama and Sudama in sakhya-rasa, and his cowherd groups. Second part describes Radha and the gopis in madhurya-rasa, which categorizes Radharani's closest maidservants, manjaris, and friends, detailing their ages, dress, ornaments, and messengers. Srila Rupa Goswami, he lived between 1489 and 1564 AD, and he was a Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharya and a follower of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is one of the seniors of the six Goswamis of Vrindavan. Then the six Goswamis include Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Sanatana Goswami, Srila Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Srila Raghunath Dasa Goswami, Srila Jiva Goswami, and Srila Gopala Bhatta Goswami. And we are reading this from the website of ISKCON Desire Tree. And ISKCON Desire Tree is a free online resource for devotees worldwide and the multimedia social network with a mission to spread Krishna consciousness as per the desire of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. They are doing this by providing Gaudiya Vaishnava biographies, Vedic knowledge, teachings, and practices given by Vaishnava Acharyas. The rights for all the content presented here are reserved by ISKCON Desire Tree, and we thank them for making this available for all of us. So before starting the reading, continuing the part 2, so we're going to take the blessings of the Vaishnavas. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha-Krishna-padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakam-vitamsha. Nama Om Vishnu-padaya Krishna-prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti-Vedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha Krupa sindubhya eva cha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are continuing the book Sri Radha-Krishna-ganoddesa-dipika part 2 from page 17. Gopi messengers who arranged the meeting of the divine couple. Sivada Devi, Soumya Darshana Devi, Suprasada Devi, Sadasanta Devi, Santida Devi, and Kantida Devi are the leaders of the Gopi messengers who expertly arranged the meeting of Radha and Krishna. These gopis consider Lalita Devi to be the dearmost life and soul. Lalita Devi to be their dearmost life and soul. They are counted among the intimate associates of Lord Krishna. At a certain time, Srimati Radharani quarrels with Lord Krishna and refuses to see him. Understanding the hints of Lalita Devi, these gopis then approach Lord Krishna. These gopis appease Lord Krishna and please him in different ways. With great effort, they convince him that his actual desire is to meet Radha again. When these gopis bring to her the gift that Lord Krishna gave them as a peace offering, Srimati Radharani becomes very pleased with them and grants them her mercy. Sivada Devi was born in the Raghu dynasty, Soumya Darshana Devi in the dynasty of the moon god, Suprasada Devi in the Puru dynasty, Sadasanta Devi or Sadasanta Devi in a family of ascetics, and Santida and Kantida in Brahmana families. By the mercy of Narada Muni, they were all able to reside in Vraja. The second group of gopis. After this first group of gopis, there is a second group of gopis whose love for the divine couple is a little less than that of the first group. This second group of gopis may again be divided into two groups, Samaprema and Asamaprema. These gopis will be described in the following verses. The Samaprema gopis may be divided into two groups, those who are eternally perfect and those who have attained perfection by engaging in devotional service. Out of 100 million gopis, 800,000 are eternally perfect. The direct followers of the 8 principal gopis are counted in different ways. Some say they number 5,000. Others say they number 4 or 5,000. Still others say they number 3 or 4,000, and still others say they number 1,000. Some say the followers of the 8 principal gopis are divided into many groups, and others say they are not divided into groups at all. Some say they are divided into 16 groups according to the nature of their love for the divine couple. Some say these gopis are divided into 20 groups. Some say there are 25 groups. Some say there are 30. Some say there are 60. And some say there are 64 groups of gopis. Some say this group of gopis is in turn divided into 2 subgroups. Others say it is divided into 2 or 3 subgroups, and others say it is divided into 3 or 4 subgroups. The entire gopi community may be divided in different ways. Some say there are 40 groups of gopis, and others that there are 500 groups. Aside from the 8 Varishtha gopis and the 8 Vara gopis, 64 gopis are considered most important. Their names are Ratnaprabha, Ratikala, Subhadra, Ratika, Sumukhi, Dhanistha, Kalahamsi, Kalapini, Madhavi, Malati, Chandrarekha, Kunjari, Harini, Chapala, Damini, Surabhi, Subhanana, Kurangakshi, Sucharita, Mandali, Manikundala, Chandrika, Chandralatika, Pankajakshi, Sumandira, Rasalika, Tilakini, Sauraseni, Sugandhika, Ramani, Kamanagiri, Nagari, Nagavenika, Manjumedha, Sumadhura, Sumadhya, Madhurekshana, Tanumadhya, Madhuspanda, Gunachuda, Varangada, Tungabhadra, Rasottunga, Rangavati, Susangata, Chitrarekha, Vichitrangi, Modini, Madanalasa, Kalakanti, Sheshikala, Kamala, Madhurendira, Kandarpa Sundari, Kamalatika, Prema Manjari, Kaveri, Charukavara, Sukesi, Manjukeshi, Harihara, Mahahira, Harakanti, and Manohara. The Sammohana Tantra's description of Srimati Radharani's 8 principal friends. A different list of Srimati Radharani's 8 principal gopi friends is found in the following statement of Sammohana Tantra. Lilavati, Sadhika, Chandrika, Madhavi, Lalita, Vijaya, Gauri, and Nandi are the 8 principal gopi friends of Srimati Radharani. Another description of the 8 principal gopis. Another quotation from Vedic literature gives the following description. Kalavati, Srimati, Sudhamukhi, Vishakha, Kaumudi, Madhavi, and Sarada are the 8 principal gopis. The numbers presented in this description of the gopis have no actual relevance to the number of eternally liberated gopis in the spiritual world. There, the associates of the king and queen of Vrindavana are unlimited in number. No one can count them. We have simply given some hints so the reader may understand the vast number of associates of the divine couple. Preparing the divine couple's couch, food, drink, and betel nuts, swinging them on a string, and decorating them with tilaka are among the many services performed by the gopis. The learned devotees may research this and enumerate all these services. Rupa Goswami prays that the effulgent Krishna's sun may remove the blindness from his eyes and enable him to properly see and understand the various rasa shastras that describe Sri Radha-Krishna and their associates. In the year 1472 of the Shaka era, 1550 AD, on Sunday, the 6th day of the month of Shravana at Nandagram, the home of the king of Vraja. This part of this book, the Radha Krishna-Ganoddesa-Dipika, was completed. Part 2. Sri Krishna's transcendental form and attributes. Sri Krishna's form glistens with the black mascara of the sweetness of his nectarian handsomeness. His complexion is the color of a blue lotus flower or a sapphire. His complexion is as enchanting as an emerald, a tamala tree, or a group of beautiful dark clouds. He is an ocean of nectarian handsomeness. He wears yellow garments and a garland of forest flowers. He is decorated with various jewels, and he is a great reservoir of the nectar of many transcendental pastimes. He has long curling hair, and he is anointed with many fragrant scents. His handsome crown is decorated with many different flowers. His handsome forehead is splendidly decorated with tilaka markings and curling locks of hair. The playful movements of his raised dark eyebrows enchant the hearts of the gopis. His rolling eyes are as splendid as red and blue lotus flowers. The tip of his nose is as handsome as the beak of Garuda, the king of birds. His charming ears and cheeks are decorated with earrings made of various jewels. His handsome lotus face is as splendid as millions of moons. He speaks many charming jokes, and his chin is exquisitely handsome. His handsome, smooth, and charming neck bends in 3 places. Decorated with a necklace of pearls, the beauty of his neck enchants the residents of the 3 planetary systems. Decorated with a necklace of pearls and with the Kaustubhajam, which shines like lightning, Krishna's handsome chest longs to enjoy the company of the beautiful gopis. decorated with bracelets and armlets. Krishna's arms hang down to his knees. His reddish lotus hands are decorated with various auspicious signs. Krishna's hands are beautifully decorated with the auspicious signs of a club, conch shell, barley corn, parasol, half moon, rod for controlling elephants, flag, lotus flower, sacrificial post, plough, pitcher, and fish. Krishna's charming abdomen is the pastime abode of handsomeness. His nectarian back seems to long for the playful touch of the beautiful gopis. The nectarian lotus flower that is Lord Krishna's hips bewilders the demigod Cupid. Krishna's thighs are like two beautiful plantain trees that charm the hearts of all women. Krishna's knees are very splendid, charming and handsome. His charming lotus feet are decorated with jeweled ankle bells. Krishna's feet have the luster of roses and they are decorated with various auspicious markings, such as the markings of the disc, half moon, octagon, triangle, barleycorn, sky, parasol, waterpot, conch shell, cow's hoofprint, swastika, rod for controlling elephants, lotus flower, bow, and jambu fruit. Krishna's handsome lotus feet are like two oceans filled with the happiness of pure love. His reddish toes are decorated with the row of full moons that are his toenails. Although we have sometimes compared Krishna's handsomeness to various things, nothing can actually be equal to it. In this place, we have given a small indication of Krishna's handsomeness to arouse the attraction of the reader. Krishna's friends. Now, Lord Krishna's friends will be described. The most important of Krishna's friends is his elder brother Balaram. Different kinds of friends. Krishna's friends are divided into four groups: Suhrut, which is well-wishing friends, and Sakha, ordinary friends, Priya Sakha, more confidential friends, and Priya Narma Sakha, intimate friends. Well-wishing friends, Suhrut. The well-wishing friends include Krishna's cousins, Subhadra, Kundala, Dandi, and Mandala. Sunandana, Nandi, Anandi, and others who accompany Krishna as he herds the cows and calves in Vrindavana forest are also well-wishing friends. Also included among the well-wishing friends are Subhadra, Mandali Bhadra, Bhadravardhana, Gobhata, Yakchendra, Bhata, Bhadraanga, Virabhadra, Mahaguna, Kulavira, Mahabhima, Divya Shakti, Suprabha, Ranasthira, and others. These well-wishing friends are older than Krishna and they try to protect him from any danger. Krishna's parents love their son very dearly. They consider him many millions of times more important than their own life's breath. Very frightened that the demon Kamsa would harm their son, they engaged these well-wishing friends, Suhrut, to protect him. The leader of these well-wishing friends is a boy named Vijayaksha, whose mother, Ambika Devi, was Krishna's nurse. Ambika Devi worshipped goddess Parvati and performed great austerities to get a powerful son who could protect Krishna. Subhadra. Subhadra has a splendid dark complexion. He wears yellow garments and various ornaments. Subhadra's father is Upananda and his mother, the chaste and faithful Tula Devi. Kundalata Devi will become his wife. Subhadra is full of the glory of the youth. Krishna's ordinary friends, Sakha. Vishala, Vrishabha, Ojasvi, Devaprastha, Varuthapa, Mandara, Kusumapida, Manibandhakara, Mandara, Chandana, Kunda, Kalindi, Kulika, and many others are included in the group of Krishna's ordinary friends, Sakha. These friends are younger than Krishna and are always eager to serve him. Krishna's confidential friends, Priya Sakha. Krishna's confidential friends are Sridama, Sudama, Dama, Vasudama, Kinkini, Bhadrasena, Amshu, Stoka Krishna, Vilasi, Pundarika, Vitankacha, Kalavinka, and Priyaskara. These friends are the same age of Krishna. Their leader is Sridama. who is also known as Pitamadhaka. Bhadrasena is the general who leads Krishna's childhood friends in military pastimes. Stoka Krishna is very appropriately named, for he is just like a small Stoka Krishna. These confidential friends, Priya Sakha, delights Lord Krishna with their enthusiastic and jubilant wrestling, stick fighting, and other sports. These confidential friends are all very peaceful by nature. Each of them considers Lord Krishna equal to his own life's breath. Krishna's intimate friends, Priya Narma Sakha, Subala, Arjuna, Gandharva, Vasanta, Ujjvala, Kokila, Sanandana, and Vidagdha are the most important of Krishna's intimate friends. Krishna keeps no secrets from these intimate friends. Among them, Madhumangala, Pushpanka, and Hasanka are the leaders of those fond of joking. Handsome Sanandana is very pleased by his close friendship with Krishna, and splendid Ujjvala appears like the personified ruler of all transcendental mellows. Lord Krishna, the crest jewel of playful boys, is submissive to his dear friend Ujjvala. Sridama has a handsome dark complexion. He wears yellow garments and a necklace of jewels. He is a splendid youth, 16 years old. He is a great reservoir of the nectar of innumerable transcendental pastimes. He is Lord Krishna's dearest friend. His father is Maharaja Vrishabhanu, and his mother is the chaste Kirtida Devi. Srimati Radharani and Ananga Manjari are his two younger sisters. Sudama. Sudama's handsome complexion is somewhat fair. He is decorated with jeweled ornaments and wears blue garments. His father's name is Matuka, and his mother is Rochana Devi. He is very young and fond of playing many kinds of games. Subala. Subala has a fair complexion. He wears handsome blue garments and he is decorated with many kinds of jewels and flowers. He is 12 and a half years old and he glows with youthful luster. Although he is Krishna's friend, he is immersed in serving Krishna in many different ways. He is expert at arranging the meeting of the divine couple. He is charming and full of transcendental love for them. He is cheerful and full of good qualities. He is very dear to Krishna. Arjuna. Arjuna's glistening complexion is the color of a red lotus flower. His garments are the color of moonlight and he is decorated with many kinds of jewels. His father is Sudakshana, his mother Bhadra Devi, and his elder brother Vasudama. He is always plunged in transcendental love for the divine couple. He is 14 and a half and full of the luster of youth. He wears a garland of forest flowers and many other kinds of flower ornaments. Gandharva. Handsome Gandharva has a complexion the color of moonlight. He wears red garments and many different ornaments. He is 12 years old and full of youthful luster. He is decorated with many kinds of flowers. His mother is the saintly Mitra Devi, and his father is the great soul Vinoka. He is very playful and very dear to Sri Krishna. Vasanta. Vasanta has a splendid fair complexion. His garments glitter like the moon and he is decorated with various jewels. He is 11 years old. He is decorated with many different flower garlands. His mother is the saintly Saradi Devi and his father is the great soul Pingala. Ujjvala. Ujjvala has a splendid reddish complexion. His garments are decorated with star patterns and he is decorated with pearls and flowers. His father is named Sagara, and his mother is the chaste Veni Devi. He is 13 years old and full of youthful luster. Kokila. Kokila is fair complexion and very handsome. He wears blue garments and is decorated with many kinds of jewels. He is 11 years and 4 months of age. His father is named Pushkara, and his mother is the famous Medha Devi. Sanandana. Handsome Sanandana has a fair complexion. He wears blue garments and is decorated with many different ornaments. He is 14 years old. He wears garlands of flowers. His father is Arunaksha and his mother is Mallika Devi. Handsome Sanandana is very happy to have the friendship of Lord Krishna. He is like the splendid monarch of all transcendental mellows. Vidagdha. Vidagdha has a splendid complexion, the color of a yellow champaka flower. He wears blue garments and a necklace of pearls. He is 14 years old and full of youthful luster. His father is named Matuka and his mother is Rochana Devi. His elder brother is Sudama and his sister is Sushila Devi. He is very dear to Sri Krishna. He is full of transcendental love for the divine couple. Madhumangala. Madhumangala has a slightly dark complexion. He wears yellow garments and a garland of forest flowers. His father is the saintly Sandipani Muni. His mother, the chaste Sumukhi Devi. His sister is Nandimukhi Devi. And his parental grandmother is Purnamasi Devi. An expert comedian who always plays the buffoon. The Sri Madhumangala is the constant companion of Lord Krishna. Sri Balrama. Powerful Lord Balrama has a fair complexion, the color of crystal. He wears blue garments and a garland of forest flowers. His handsome hair is tied in a graceful top knot. Splendid earrings decorate his ears. His neck is splendidly decorated with garlands of flowers and strings of jewels. His arms are splendidly decorated with bracelets and armlets. His feet are decorated with splendid jeweled anklets. His father is Maharaj Vasudeva and his mother is Rohini Devi. Nanda Maharaj is the friend of his father. Yasoda Devi is his mother. Sri Krishna, his younger brother, and Subhadra, his sister. He is 16 years old and full of the lust of youth. He is Sri Krishna's dearest friend. He is a great reservoir of the nectar mellows of many kinds of transcendental pastimes. Vitas. Expert in music, drama, literature, the science of various kinds of scents, and a host of their arts, the Vitas are very happy to serve Lord Krishna in many different ways. Krishna's servants. Bhangura, Brangara, Sandhika, Grahila, Raktaka, Patraka, Patri, Madhukanta, Madhubrata, Salika, Talika, Mali, Mana, and Maladhara are the most prominent of Lord Krishna's servants. These servants carry Krishna's Venu and Murali flutes, buffalo horn, bugle, stick, rope, and other paraphernalia. They also bring the mineral dyes the cowherd boys used to decorate their bodies. Betel nut servants. Palva, Mangala, Fulla, Pomala, Kapila, Suvilasa, Vilaksha, Rasala, Rasasali, and Jambula are the most important of Lord Krishna's betel nut servants. They are younger than Krishna and are always expert at singing and playing musical instruments. They always stay near him. Water carriers. Payoda and Varida are the most important of the servants engaged in carrying water for Lord Krishna. Clothing washers. Saranga and Bakula are the most important of the servants engaged in expertly washing Lord Krishna's laundry. Decorators. Premakanda, Mahagandha, Serindra, Madhu, Kandala, and Makaranda are the most important of the servants constantly engaged in decorating Lord Krishna with various ornaments and clothing. Servants who provide aromatic substances. Sumana, Kusumollasa, Pushpahara, Hara, and others expertly provide Krishna with various aromatic substances such as flowers, flower ornaments, flower garlands, and camphor. The Napitas. Swachha, Sushila, Praguna, and others are engaged in various services such as caring for the Lord's hair, massaging him, giving him a mirror, and guarding over his treasury. Vimala, Komala, and others are engaged in various services such as caring for the Lord's kitchen. Maidservants. Dhanishta Devi, Chandanakala Devi, Gunamala Devi, Ratiprabha Devi, Taruni Devi, Induprabha Devi, Sobha Devi, and Rambha Devi are the leaders of the gopis engaged in Krishna's service. These gopis are expert at cleaning and decorating Krishna's home, anointing it with various aromatic substances, carrying milk and performing other duties. Other maidservants: Kurangi Devi, Bhringari Devi, Sulamba Devi, Alambika Devi, and other gopis also serve Krishna in these ways. Spies: Chatura, Charana, Dhiman, and Peshala are the leaders of Krishna's expert spies who travel in various disguises among the cowherd men and gopis. Gopa messengers: Visharada, Tunga, Vavaduka, Manorama, and Nitisara are the leaders of the Gopa messengers. They carry Krishna's messages to the gopis to arrange for pastimes and also to settle quarrels. Krishna's gopi messengers: Purnamasi Devi, Veera Devi, Vrinda Devi, Vamsi Devi, Nandimukhi Devi, Vrindarika Devi, Mela Devi, and Murali Devi are the leaders of Krishna's gopi messengers. Among all these gopi messengers, Vrinda Devi is the best. She is expert at arranging the meeting of Radha and Krishna, and she is fully conversant with the geography of Vrindavan, knowing the best places for the divine couple's rendezvous. Purnamasi. Purnamasi's complexion is like molten gold. She wears white garments and many jeweled ornaments. Purnamasi is very learned and famous. Her father is Surata Deva, and her chaste mother is Chandrakala. Her husband is Prabhala. Her brother is Devaprastha. She is like a perfect crushed jewel decorating the land of Vraja. She is expert at making various arrangements for meeting of Radha and Krishna. Veera Devi. Another gopi messenger is Veera Devi. She is very famous and is much respected in Vraja. She can speak very arrogantly and boldly, and she can also speak sweet and flattering words, as Vrinda Devi does. She has a dark complexion. She wears splendid white garments and various jewels and flower garlands. Her husband is Kavala. Her mother is the chaste Mohini Devi. Her father Vishala, and her sister is Kavala Devi. She is very dear to Jatila Devi. She resides in the village of Javat. She is expert at making various arrangements for the meeting of Radha and Krishna. Vrinda Devi. Vrinda Devi has a beautiful complexion, the color of molten gold. She wears blue garments and is decorated with pearls and flowers. Her father is Chandrabhanu, and her mother is Fullara Devi. Her husband is Mahipala, and her sister is Manjari Devi. She always remains in Vrindavan, immersed in love for Radha and Krishna, and yearning to both arrange for their meeting and taste the nectar of assisting in their transcendental pastimes. Nandimukhi Devi. Nandimukhi Devi has a fair complexion and wears exquisite garments. Her father is Sandipani Muni, and her mother is the chaste Sumukhi Devi. Her brother is Madhumangala, and her paternal grandmother is Purnamasi Devi. She wears various jeweled ornaments and she glows with youthful luster. She is expert at various arts and crafts. Full of love for Radha and Krishna, she is expert at making various arrangements for their rendezvous. General description of Lord Krishna's servants. Sophana, Deepana, and other provide lamps for the Lord, and Sudhakara, Sudhananda, Sananda, and others play the mridanga for his satisfaction. Vichitrarava and Madhurya-rasa are the leaders of the talented and virtuous poets who compose prayers glorifying Sri Krishna, while Chandrahasa, Induhasa, and Chandramukha are leaders of the servants who dance for the Lord's satisfaction. Kalakanta, Sukanta, Sudhakanta, Bharata, Sharada, Vijjavilasa, Sarasa, and others are learned in the arts of all kinds of literary composition. They carry their books and papers with them, and they are fully aware of all the mellows for devotional service. Rauchika is the tailor who sews clothes for the Lord. Sumukha, Durlabha, Ranjana, and others wash the Lord's laundry. Punja and Bhagya-rasi are the two sweepers who clean the area around Krishna's home. Rangana and Tankana are goldsmiths who make ornaments for the Lord. Pravana and Karmatha are potters who make drinking vessels and jugs for churning butter. Vardhaki and Vardhamana are carpenters who serve the Lord by building carts, coaches, and other objects. Suchitra and Vichitra are talented artists who paint pictures for the Lord. Kunda, Kanthola, Karanda, and others are craftsmen who make ropes, churning rods, axes, baskets, balances for carrying heavy objects, and various other ordinary utensils. Mangala, Pingala, Ganga, Pisangi, Manikasthani, Hamsi, and Vamsi Priya are the most important of the Surabhi cows, who are all very dear to Lord Krishna. Padmagandha and Pishangaksha are Krishna's pet oxen. Suranga is his pet deer, and Dadhilobha is his pet monkey. Vyakra and Brahmaraka are Krishna's pet dogs. Kalasvana is his pet swan. Tandavika his pet peacock, and Daksha and Vichakshana his pet parrots. Places of Krishna's pastimes described. The best of all places of Krishna's pastimes is the great garden known as Vrindavana forest. Another important place of the Lord's pastimes is the beautiful and opulent Govardhana hill. This hill is very appropriately named for it nourishes Vardhana, Krishna's cows, go, with its grasses. On Govardhana hill is the cave known as Manikandali and the river landing place named Nilamandapika. On the Manasaganga river is the famous landing place named Paranga. The boat named Suvilasatara remains at this Paranga landing place. Another important place is Nandiswara hill, Krishna's home, where the goddess of fortune is personally present. On Nandiswara hill is the splendid white stone house where Krishna grew up. This house is named Amoda Vardhana because it is always filled with Vardhana, the pleasant fragrance, Amoda, of incense and other aromatic substances. The lake near Krishna's home is named Pavana, and on its shore there are many groves where the Lord enjoys pastimes. Also near Krishna's home is the grove named Kama Mahatirtha and the jeweled pathway named Mandara. The splendid Kadamba trees named Kadamba Raja and the king of banyan trees named Bhandira grow in the forest of Vrindavan. On the sandy bank of the Yamuna is the pastime place named Anangarangabhu. On the shore of the Yamuna river is sacred place known as Khela Tirtha, where Lord Krishna eternally enjoys pastimes with his dearmost Srimati Radharani. Sri Krishna's paraphernalia. Krishna's mirror is named Saradindu, and his fan is named Marumaruta. His toy lotus flower is named Sadasmera, and his toy ball is named Chitrakoraka. Krishna's golden bow is named Vilasakarmana. The two ends of his bow are studded with jewels, and it has a bowstring named Manjulasara. His glistening jewel-handed scissors are named Tustida. His buffalo horn, bugle, is named Mandraghosha, and his flute is named Bhuvana Mohini. Krishna has another flute named Mahananda, which is like a fish hook that captures the fish of Srimati Radharani's heart and mind. Another flute, which has 6 holes, is known as Madana Jankruti. Krishna's flute named Sarala makes a low, soft tone like the sound of a softly singing cuckoo. Krishna is very fond of playing this flute in the ragas Gaudi and Garjari. The wonderful sacred mantra he chants is the name of his dearmost Radharani. His cane is named Mandana. His veena is named Tarangini. The two ropes he carries are named Pasuvasikara, and his milk bucket is named Amrita Dohani. Krishna's ornaments. On Krishna's arm is an amulet studded with 9 jewels and placed there by his mother for his protection. His 2 armlets are named Rangada, his 2 bracelets are named Sobhana, his signet ring is named Ratnamukhi, and his yellow garments are named Nigama Sobhana. Krishna's string of small bell is named Kala Jhankara, and his 2 anklets are named Hamsaganjana. The tinkling sounds of these ornaments enchant the deer that are the minds of the deer-eyed gopis. Krishna's pearl necklace is named Taravali, and his jewel necklace is named Tadit Prabha. The locket he wears on his chest is named Hridaya Modana, and within it is a picture of Srimati Radharani. Krishna's jewel is named Kaustubha. In the Kaliya lake, the Kaliya serpent's wives gave this jewel to the Lord with their own hands. Krishna's shark-shaped earrings are named Ratidagahidaivata. His crown is named Ratnapara, and his crest jewel is named Chamaradamari. Krishna's peacock feather crown is named Navaratna Vidambala. His Gunja necklace is named Ragavalli, and his Tilaka marking is named Drushti Mohana. Krishna's garland of forest flowers and leaves, which reaches down to his feet and contains flowers of 5 different colors, is called Vaijayanti. The 8th night of the dark moon in the month of Bhadra, when the moon rose together with its dear companion, the star Rohini, is the sacred time decorated by the birth of Lord Krishna in this world. Krishna's dear gopis. Now, the very wonderful gopis who are decorated with the good fortune of pure love of God to a greater degree than even Lakshmi Devi and the other goddesses of fortune will be glorified. Srimati Radharani. Among all the beautiful gopis, Srimati Radharani is the best. Radharani is the queen of Vrindavan. She has many famous friends, headed by Lalita and Vishakha. Srimati Radharani's rival is Chandravali. Among Chandravali's friends are Padma, Shama, Saibhya, Bhadra, Vichitra, Gopali, Palika, Chandrasalika, Mangala, Vimala, Leela, Taralakshi, Manorama, Kandarpa Manjari, Manjubhashini, Kanjanekshana, Umuda, Kairavi, Sari, Sharadakshi, Visharada, Shankari, Kunkuma, Krishna, Sarangi, Indravali, Siva, Taravali, Gunavati, Sumukhi, Keli Manjari, Haravali, Chakorakshi, Bharati, and Kamala. The beautiful gopis may be considered in hundreds of groups, each group containing hundreds of thousands of gopis. Among all gopis, the most important are Srimati, Radharani, Chandravali, Bhadra, Shama, and Palika. These gopis are full of all transcendental good qualities. Of these gopis, Srimati Radharani and Chandravali are the best. Each of them has millions of doe-eyed gopi followers. Because she possesses all charm and sweetness, Srimati Radharani is the better of the two. She is supremely famous. In the Shruti Shastra, she is known by the name Gandharva Devi. Sri Krishna, the cowherd prince whose charming sweetness has no equal or superior, is very dear to Srimati Radharani. She considers him millions and millions of times more dear than her own life's breath. Now the beauty of Srimati Radharani's transcendental form will be described. Srimati Radharani is expert in all the fine arts, and her transcendental form is like an ocean of nectar. Her splendid bodily luster is like the yellow pigment gorochana, molten gold, or stationary lightning. She wears wonderfully beautiful blue garments, and she is decorated with various pearls and flowers. She is very beautiful, and she has long, nicely braided hair. She is decorated with a garland of flowers and a beautiful pearl necklace. Her splendid forehead is decorated with the red pigment sindura and with beautiful locks of curling hair. Decorated with blue bangles, her arms have defeated Cupid's staff with their beauty. Decorated with black mascara and reaching black almost to her ears, and reaching back almost to her ears, Srimati Radharani's lotus eyes are the most beautiful in all the three planetary systems. Her nose is as beautiful as a sesame flower, and it is nicely decorated with a pearl. She is anointed with various perfumes. She is splendidly beautiful. Her ears are decorated with wonderful earrings, and her nectarian lips defeat the red lotus flowers. Her teeth are like a row of pearls, and her tongue is very beautiful. Decorated with a nectarian smile of pure love for Krishna, her beautiful face is as splendid as millions of moons. The beauty of her chin has defeated and bewildered the demigod Cupid. Decorated with a drop of musk, her chin appears like a golden lotus flower with a bumblebee. Bearing all the marks of wonderful beauty, her neck is decorated with a string of pearls. Her neck, back, and sides are enchantingly beautiful. Her beautiful breasts are like two splendid water pots covered with a bodice and decorated with a necklace of pearls. Her beautiful enchanting arms are decorated with jeweled armlets. Her arms are also decorated with jeweled bracelets and other kinds of jeweled ornaments. Her hands are like the two red lotus flowers illuminated by the series of moons that are her fingernails. Auspicious markings on Srimati Radharani's hands. Srimati Radharani's hands are decorated with many auspicious markings, such as the signs of the bumblebee, lotus, crescent moon, earring, parasol, sacrificial post, conch shell, tree, flower, chamara, and swastika. These auspicious marks are manifest in various ways on Srimati Radharani's lotus hands. Her splendidly beautiful fingers are also decorated with jeweled rings. Charming, full of sweet nectar, and decorated with a deep navel, Srimati Radharani's beautiful waist enchants the three worlds. Her sloping hips lead to her charmingly beautiful slender waist, which is bound by a creeper of three beautiful folds of skin and decorated with a sash of tinkling bells. As beautiful as two exquisite plantain trees, her thighs enchant the mind of Cupid. Her beautiful knees are like the two reservoirs filled with the nectar of various transcendental pastimes. Her beautiful lotus feet are decorated with jeweled ankle bells, and her toes with toe rings as beautiful as the treasure of Varuna. The auspicious markings on Srimati Radharani's lotus feet. The auspicious markings on Srimati Radharani's lotus feet include the signs of the conch shell, moon, elephant, barley corn, rod for controlling elephants, chariot flag, small drum, swastika, and fish. Srimati Radharani is 15 years old and full of the luster of youth. Yasoda Devi, the queen of the cowherds, is more affectionate to Radharani than millions of mothers can be. Radharani's father is King Vrishabhanu, who is as splendid as the sun. Srimati Radharani's mother is Kirtida Devi, who is also known in this world as Ratnagarbha Devi. Radharani's paternal grandfather is Mahibhanu, and her maternal grandfather is Indu. Her maternal grandmother is Mukhara Devi, and her paternal grandmother is Sukhada Devi. Her father's brothers, her uncles, are Ratnabhanu, Subhanu, and Bhanu. Bhadrakirti, Mahakirti, and Kirti Chandra are Radharani's maternal uncles. Menaka Devi, Shashti Devi, Gauri Devi, Dhatri Devi, and Dhataki Devi are Radharani's maternal aunts. Radharani's mother's sister is Kirtimati Devi, whose husband is Kasa. Radharani's father's sister is Bhanumudra Devi, whose husband is Kusha. Radharani's elder brother is Sridama, and her younger sister is Anangamanjari. Radharani's father-in-law is Vrkagopa, and her brother-in-law is Dharmada. Jatila Devi is Radharani's mother-in-law, and Abhimanyu is Radharani's so-called husband. Kutila Devi, who is always eager to find fault, is Radharani's sister-in-law. Lalita, Vishakha, Suchitra, Champagalata, Rangadevi, Sudevi, Tungavidya, and Indulekha are the 8 dearest friends of Srimati Radharani. These gopis are considered the leaders of all the others. Kurangakshi, Mandali, Manikundala, Matali, Chandralalita, Madhavi, Madanalasa, Manjumedha, Shashikala, Sumadhya, Madhurekshana, Kamalatika, Gunachuda, Varangada, Madhuri, Chandrika, Prema Manjari, Tanumachama, Kandarpa Sundari, and Manjukesi are among the millions of dear friends, Priya Sakhis of Srimati Radharani. Lasika, Kelikandali, Kadambari, Sheshimukhi, Chandrarekha, Priyamvada, Madhavanmada, Madhumati, Vasanti, Kalabhasini, Ratnavali, Manimati, and Karpura Latika are among those friends, Jivita Sakhis, for whom Srimati Radharani is as dear as life. Kasturi, Manognya, Manimanjari, Sindura, Chandanavati, Kaumudi, and Madira are among Srimati Radharani's eternal friends, Nitya Sakhis. Srimati Radharani's Manjari friends. Ananga Manjari, Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari, Lavanga Manjari, Raga Manjari, Rasa Manjari, Vilasa Manjari, Prema Manjari, Mani Manjari, Suvarna Manjari, Kama Manjari, Ratna Manjari, Kasturi Manjari, Gandha Manjari, Netra Manjari, Sri Padma Manjari, Leela Manjari, and Hema Manjari are among Srimati Radharani's Manjari friends. Prema Manjari and Rati Manjari are both also known by the name Bhanumati Devi. The objects of Srimati Radharani's worship. Srimati Radharani's worshipable deity is the sun god, who enlivens the lotus flowers and acts as an eye for the entire world. Srimati Radharani's Maha Mantra is the name of Lord Krishna. Srimati Radharani's benefactor, who brings her all good fortune, is Bhagavati Purnamasi. Specific description of various gopis. Lalita Devi and the other 8 principal gopis, the other gopis and manjaris have forms that are for the most part like the transcendental form of Srimati Radharani, the queen of Vrindavana. Vrinda Devi, Kundalata Devi and their followers assist the divine couple in their pastimes in the various forests of Vrindavan. Dhanishta Devi, Gunamala Devi and their followers remain in the home of Nanda Maharaj, the cowherd king, and assist the Lord's pastimes from there. Kamada Devi is the daughter of Srimati Radharani's nurse. Kamada is an especially close friend of Radharani. Rangalekha Devi, Kalakeli Devi and Manjula Devi are some of Radharani's maidservants. Nandimukhi Devi and Bindumati Devi are the leaders of those gopis who arrange the rendezvous of Radha and Krishna. Shamala Devi and Mangala Devi are the leaders of those gopis who act as well-wishers of Srimati Radharani. Chandravali Devi is the leader of those gopis who are Srimati Radharani's rivals. The talented musicians Rasollasa Devi, Gunatunga Devi, Kalakanti Devi, Sukhanti Devi and Pikakanti Devi delight Lord Hari by singing Vishakha's musical compositions. Maniki Devi, Narmada Devi and Kusuma Peshala Devi serve the divine couple by playing drums, cymbals, string instruments like the veena and wind instruments like the flute. In this way, we have described some of the Sakhis, Gopi friends, Nitya Sakhis, eternal Gopi friends, Prana Sakhis, Gopi friends who are as dear as life, Priya Sakhis, dear Gopi friends, and Parama Preshta Sakhis, dearest Gopi friends. Srimati Radharani's maidservants. Ragalekha Devi and Kalakeli Devi and Bhurida Devi are the leaders of those gopis who are Srimati Radharani's maidservants. Among these maidservants are Sugandha Devi and Nalini Devi, the 2 daughters of Daivakirti Devi, and Manjistha Devi and Rangaraga Devi, the 2 daughters of Nanda Maharaja's laundry washers. Palindri Devi serves Srimati Radharani by dressing and decorating her. Chitrini decorates Radharani and with various cosmetics. Mantriki Devi and Tantriki Devi are astrologers who reveal the future to Srimati Radharani. Katyayani Devi, the leader of those Gopi messengers who are older than Srimati Radharani. Bhagyavati Devi and Punya Punja Devi, the two daughters of Maharaj Nanda sweeper, are also the maidservants of Srimati Radharani. Tunga Devi, Mali Devi, and Matalli Devi are the leaders of those girls descended from the uncivilized mountain tribe known as Pulindas. In Vrindavana, some of the Pulinda girls act as the friends of Srimati Radharani and some are the friends of Sri Krishna. Also included among Srimati Radharani's servants are Gargi Devi and other very respectable Brahmana girls, Bhrungarika Devi and other girls from the Cheti community, Vijaya Devi, Rasala Devi, Payoda Devi and other girls from the Vita community, as well as the boys Subala, Ujjvala, Gandharva, Madhumangala and Raktaka. Tunga Devi, Pishanga Devi and Kalakandala Devi always remain near Srimati Radharani to serve her. Manjula Devi, Bindula Devi, Sandha Devi, Mridula Devi and others, although very young, still engage in Radharani's service. Sunanda, Yamuna and Bahula are the most important of Srimati Radharani's pet Surabhi cows. Tungi is her chubby pet calf. Kakkati is her old pet monkey. Rangini is her pet doe. And Charu Chandrika is her pet chakori bird. Tundikeri is the name of Radharani's pet swan, who is fond of swimming in Radha Kunda. Madhuri is Radharani's pet elephant, and Sukshmadhi and Subha are her two pet parrots. The two parrots perfectly imitate Lalita Devi's playful jokes spoken to her master and mistress, Sri Radha-Krishna. By this wonderful reputation, the parrots astonish the gopis. Srimati Radharani's ornaments. Srimati Radharani's tilaka marking is named Smarayantra. Her jeweled necklace is named Harimohana. Her jeweled earrings are named Rochana, and the pearl decorating her nose is named Prabhakari. Her locket, which contains a picture of Lord Krishna, is named Madana. Her Shamantaka jewel is also known as Sankachuda Shiromani, Sankachuda's crest jewel. The auspicious jewel she wears around her neck is called Pushpavan because it eclipses the simultaneous rising of the sun and moon with its splendor. Her anklets are called Chataka Rava because their tinkling sounds resemble the warbling of Chataka birds. Her bracelets are called Manikarura. Srimati Radharani's signet ring is named Vipakshamardini. Her sash is named Kanchana Chitrangi, and her ankle bells, which stun Lord Krishna with their tinkling sounds, are named Ratnagopura. Srimati Radharani's garments are named Meghambara. Her upper garment is red like a ruby, and it is the favorite of Lord Hari. Radharani's lower garment is the color of a blue cloud, and it is her own favorite. Srimati Radharani's jeweled mirror is named Sudhamshu Darpaharana, which means that which removes Harana, the moon's Sudhamshu, pride, Darpa. Her golden stick for applying mascara is named Narmada. Her jeweled comb is named Swastida, and her private flower garden is named Kandarpa Kohali. In Radharani's garden is a vine of golden jasmine flowers that she has named Taditvalli, the vine of lightning. Taditvalli, the vine of lightning. Her private lake bears her own name, Radha Kunda, and on the shore of that lake is a Kadamba tree that is the site of very confidential talks between her and Lord Krishna. Her favorite ragas are Mallara and Dhanashri, and her favorite dances are Chalikya and Rudravallaki. Srimati Radharani's glorious birth occurred on the 8th day of the bright moon in the month of Bhadra. Although generally not full on that day, the moons appeared full to celebrate Radharani's appearance in this world. In this way, we have revealed a little about the countless associates of Sri Radha and Krishna, the two monarchs of Sri Vrindavan. So that completes the book of Sri Radha-Krishna-ganoddesa-dipika. And before we end the session, we are going to sing a song written by Sri Rupa Goswami, followed by Kirtan. So we are going to sing this song, which is called Jai Jai Sundara Nanda Kumara by Srila Rupa Goswami. It is from his book Stavamala, Volume 6, Song 3. And we have taken this from kksongs.org. And we thank them again for making all these songs available for us so that we can sing together. Jaya Jaya Sundara Nanda Kumara Jaya Jaya Sundara Nanda Kumara Saurabha Sankata Vrindavana Vasanta Vihara Jaya Jaya Sundara Nanda Kumara Jaya Jaya Sundara Nanda Kumara Abhinava Kutmala Guchha Samudvala Kunchita Kuntala Bhara Pranayi Janerita Vandana Sahaktuta Churnitavana Ghanasara Jaya Jaya Sundara Nanda Kumara Jaya Jaya Sundara Nanda Kumara Saurabha Sankata Vrindavana Vihita Vasanta Vihara Jaya Jaya Sundara Nanda Kumara Adhara Virajita Mandatara Smita Lobhita Nija Parivara Chatula Drugam Chala Rachita Raso Chala Radha Madana Vikara Jaya Jaya Sundara Nanda Kumara Jaya Jaya Sundara Nanda Kumara Saurabha Sankata Vrindavana Vihita Vasanta Vihara Jaya Jaya Sundara Nanda Kumara Bhuvana Vimohana Manjula Nartana Gati Valgita Manihara Nija Vallabha Jana Suhrutsana Tana Chitta Vihara Jaya Jaya Sundara Nanda Kumara Jaya Jaya Sundara Nanda Kumara Saurabha Sankata Vrindavana Vihita Vasanta Vihara Jaya Jaya Sundara Nanda Kumara Jaya Jaya Sundara Nanda Kumara Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Sri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Srila Rupa Goswami ki jai. So thank you again for joining in today's reading of Srila Rupa Goswami's book, Sri Radha-Krishna-ganoddesa-dipika. That concludes the part 2 of this book. Again, we thanks once again. We hope that you will be able to join us in our next reading. Hare Krishna.